Ain't none of that footage. I just deleted. Hey, yo, what
What's
up?
good,
Y'all
my
know
guy?
exactly where y'all at, and y'all know what time it is. It's Temperature Check Tuesdays. Y'all know who I am, Mr. Check the Temperature. But I got my dog, my brother, my right hand man with me.
Hey, that us talk battle raps, green screen, gold, 60-second commentary, all that good stuff. But tonight we got another other than Frozy.
And you know,
Is that,
Frozen,
it's okay to call him Frozy
we, we'll,
as a
we'll,
man?
get, we'll get into all that, but this is what I want to say because he is one of the newest bloggers in the game. And you know what I'm saying? Usually we do a nice intro for our guests, but this time, since he got his own, we're going to let him do it himself. You know what I'm saying? So,
Keep a G in the way that I walk. I keep a G in the way that I talk. They came to me when they needed the real. I came to me when I needed support. Same was happy, it looked like the end. They came to me when they needed a start. I never needed a reason to be anything other than what I've been from the start. You are now tuned in. You about to walk with Frozy. If I said it, then I meant it. You already know, you know me. Started from the bottom, always been a product who will control me. It's nothing but real ones around me. It's Mr. Montgomery County.
come on, man.
Frozy.
Frozy,
It ain't no
Frozy,
other way to
Rosenberg
do the
himself.
intro,
You feel
baby.
me?
Ain't no
Yes,
other way
sir.
to do the intro. How we doing, Froze? What's the word, my boy?
Chilling, man. Living. Can't complain too much.
Man, appreciate you pulling up, man. Hey, man,
Fresh
I
off a
gotta ask
battle.
you. I gotta ask you. Is this the Euro Rosenberg, man? You wearing a lot of hats in battle rap, man. You wearing a lot of hats in battle rap in a short amount of time. We seeing you doing the commentary. Shout out to Maxed Out 3 ARP and the commentary you did over there. You just got done with the trenches with Mike P main eventing. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure we title it main event Rosenberg. And then you know what I'm saying? Obviously, this week you got Chrome 23, Chayna Ashley, my brother. You are one of the busiest men in battle rap.
Trying, man. It's like when you've been doing it one way for 13 years, right? And it's traction. But if you wanted to take a turn in a significant way, these are some of the steps you could use. And I've just been using it. I've just been using it.
No, absolutely. So, I gotta ask you, man. Like we said, you did commentary with Vada and Showtime, for Maxed Out 3, but I gotta know, was there anything? Was there any decision? Or was there what was the deciding factor on not actually being a part of Maxed Out 3 from the rapping standpoint?
I had a lot of business tied up in Easy. Um, we for a nice month or two, there was a lot of things that me and him were doing that was kind of aligned. So when he started putting Max Out 3 together, there was a few matchups we talked about, but I had already committed to Easy's trenches and Remy's card. So at that point, it was like, do I put myself in a position to fail by doing 3 battles in 3 weeks? I just didn't think it was the proper move. And although I might have been able to tell Remy or Easy, never mind, I didn't think that was the right thing to do. So, I had obligations already, and Max Out just fell at a time where I couldn't commit to it.
No, that's fire, man. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare in battle rap we get somebody who actually stand on business and stand on their word in this culture.
Super
So
fat.
it's nice to know. You know what I'm saying? There's still some real ones in the culture left. But how was it for you on your first time? Was that your first time commentating on a pay per view? And if it
Yeah,
was, how did you like it or not like it?
I felt like it's what I do. A lot of people don't know how media trained I am, and also they don't know that being able to talk and have journalism as a part of your skill set is just that. It's a skill. It's one of my skills. Some people are good at basketball. Some people are good at talking. I'm good at talking. So a camera with a microphone is nothing to me. It's right in my element. So I was very comfortable. I enjoyed it. And it was an experience. It was an experience. That's what I can, say, for the most part, it was a crazy experience for me. And what I'm transitioning doing, it was appropriate. It was appropriate for me.
I like that. I like that
As
answer.
you being a new blogger though, you know, watching some of your stuff, I feel like it is like you comfortable. Like I ain't gonna front, like the way you talk on the cam and all that, like it's super chill. It ain't like forced. It ain't what you trying to do. It's you, and it's fire.
Yeah. So I love battle rap. I mean, I think a lot of people act like they love it, but maybe not for the right reasons. You know what I mean? I'm a purist, and battle rap is such a pure art form and a reflection of the many different genres of hip hop. Hip hop has different genres in it, right? So for me, it's something I love to do. So talking about something that, I always wonder how was it for like a retired athlete to get up there and talk about sports all day. And
Mm,
if it's anything like what I get out of doing it, it's almost more fun than doing a sport.
no facts.
You don't
That's
play
fire.
basketball because you're blessed at basketball. You play basketball because you love it. And if you're
That's a
gifted, you
fact.
put the work in, you can become good at it. But you don't just wake up and say, I'm a pro athlete. You got to work at it. So you have to love being an athlete first. And I think people forget that. They just see these rappers performing and forget that at one point they were just fans of this shit and found an outlet through battle rap. Some of us found outlets through battle rap. For me, I always loved hip hop, always loved battle rap from day one. So when I was able to find a lane in it, and it's done took up 40% of my whole life. I've been in this culture since I was 17. I'm 31 years old, and it's been everything. All my adult years has been dedicated to battle rap, as far as what I'm known for. So talking about it and being able to analyze it and do face-offs and all those things, it's like a fucking kid in a candy store for me.
No,
Respected, highly respected.
we live in the building with Rosenberg Raw man. I also want to say congratulations. Congratulations to RBE success. I think you can't talk battle rap history without talking Rosenberg, and you absolutely cannot talk RBE without talking about Rosenberg. So congratulations to all your success individually and collectively. How does it feel to like be be the number one league in battle rap? Let's you know what I'm saying. Let's make no mistake about that. In my eyes, at least, I'll say that the number one league in battle rap for 2023, and to actually get the respect that I feel like y'all have overly deserved over the course of the years.
It's beautiful. You know what I mean? It's a sweet feeling. You know what I mean? You got to understand. I said this in one of my blogs when I was talking about Max Out, my post Max Out blog. When you're in a line of business, there's usually competition, and sometimes you get in fights that you don't want to be a part of, but sometimes fights pick you. And when you want to do something, you want to work on a certain corner, you want to sell sneakers on a certain block. There's another place that sells sneakers too, and they might want to set up shop right across the street. So, RBE has always been striving to be one of the top leagues, and once you climb the ranks and there's really nobody in front of you but one, it becomes a heads up matchup. Fans make it, the bloggers make it. So to see them be able to scramble and scrape claw, take losses to get to 2023 to finally turn a corner, it's satisfying. Satisfying. It's a good feeling, especially if you stayed down. You went through the RBE is a G League era, KFC, and all these little corny ass names that people used to put on it. And same thing make you laugh, make you cry. My dad always told me that as a kid. You know what I mean? Same thing make you laugh, make you cry. And there's a lot of people laughing, and it's not so funny anymore. So, I'm humble. I love ARP. Love all the staff over there. I have a different relationship with them. When I was at my lowest point in my career, they came and they grabbed me and gave me an opportunity to get back in the game and change the way my career was looked at. I'm forever indebted to them for that. And it's just great to be a part of it, man. And, when you had a lot of losing seasons, it feel good to win a championship. You know what I
No,
mean?
that's
It's
a
just
fact.
like,
Ain't nothing wrong with
to
that.
just be totally honest with you. And when I say losing seasons, it's okay. It's a process. You got to lose
Absolutely.
money to make money at some point. RBE paid their dues. People don't know how
Facts.
many years that company wasn't profiting. So for ARP to stay at it, believe in it, then believe in it enough to get some of the rappers to believe in it. Because it's listen, make no mistakes about it. It's hard to work. It's hard to work at the local nightclub and then watch the other guys in the arenas. That's hard.
Oh yeah, for
Difficult.
sure.
It's difficult. Now, yeah, this nightclub packed, but the bright lights look like it's over there. They look like they having all the fun over there. So for any battler, it's hard not to, take that and be like, damn, man, am I on the second? Am I on the not so cool train? But when you stay down, and you stay with it, and then they turn that corner and you got to say, I was a part of that. It's humbling, man. I have nothing but love for them, and I'm happy for ARP and his product or where he took it, and good for him. Good for him.
No, that's fire, man. Thank you for giving us, a little bit of that battle rap history when you talking RBE. Like you said, it is so, and I haven't been in media, as long, but just in the 4 years that I have been in it, man, just to see RBE's maxed out 1 to maxed out 3, and the that being my first ever battle rap event, the one consistent thing I can say about RBE is the family atmosphere that you get when you are around and in that group. Like, no matter if it is Believe Music Hall, or you know what I'm saying, we
Four recording
300 packed in
studios.
tight like we was this past couple of weeks in at Maxed Out. The love was still there, and so man, shout out to ARP for real.
Yeah, no question.
But right along with that, man, again, like you said, we live in the building with Rosenberg Raw. He is coming off the nostalgia card. Shout out Eazy, the block captain. Shout out Trenches. Philly, stand up. I will say respect to the Eagles, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Jalen Hurts. That's my frat brother. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Showtime. I definitely gotta show love to Philly. But I gotta ask you, man, you've been in both environments. You've been in that blue room and you've been in the trenches. You've been on the trenches now. Are there any? Do you see any similarities when you talk about those two platforms?
Similarities? No, none. I mean, they've both been using the pit style format, which is battles that aren't on stage. It's more of the circle look.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the best. That's the best way to shoot a battle. It's the best way to have a battle. And I think that just as of recently, RBE has been using that, and the trenches has been using that, and it's smart. When you want to sell pay-per-view, you want the highest quality. That is probably the best way to shoot a battle and get the highest quality is the pit style format. So, as far as similarities, that's the only similarity I could see. But there's really no other comparisons. Trenches hasn't been around long enough to say they do this or they do that. Right now, they're still trying to figure it out, and so far, so good in the first two events.
And I think let me clean that up a little bit. I think from
I
the outside looking in, I see, like you said, that pit style format, but it's also the tension in the room. I think it is the
are you asking, is it
excitement.
more gritty?
It definitely has that gritty. Hmm.
Is it more gritty? Is that what you asking? Is it more grit in the trenches than it is for like the blue room?
Yeah, well, you got to understand budgets are different. So, if your budget is a little bit smaller, you go where you can afford, not where you want. So when you go where you can afford, it means you're limited to access. So, okay, I only got this much to spend on a venue, so I already know this, and this. That ain't happening. So now, the tougher the area, the cheaper the venue. I mean, uh,
The cheaper
Easy
the
Stone,
venue, the tougher the area. Yeah.
yeah. So Easy's had both trenches on Cecil B. More. I don't. You guys ain't from Philly, so you probably don't know that, but that's around the way. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's gritty. It's more access. A lot of dudes that's in the street ain't on the internet. So, if it wasn't in their backyard and they didn't walk by, might not have knew about it. So, yeah, I mean, it is a little bit more gritty in the trenches, but it should. It's a smaller promotion.
And so I think again, high quality of battles. I was and I'll be honest with you, Froze. I didn't do a prediction on the trenches because some of the names, again, not knowing Philly battle rap, not knowing, how far battle rap goes. I did not know all the battles on the card, so I was introduced to Hollow Man. That was my first time ever seeing him, and oh my god, I want to see him 3 rounds again. I gotta ask you, you've seen a lot of returns in battle rap. Do you feel like Hollow Man had one of the best returns when it comes to battle rap, if not the best?
Cassidy had a really good return versus Disaster. That gets lost in a lot of his other performances that didn't meet up to that one. Um, 40 Cal had a good return. Um, People don't really talk about that because obviously the battles after that weren't as good as his return battle. So there's been a few guys that have debuted or whatever the case may be that was dope. Hollows is definitely up there. I think the thing that happened for Hollow, which it was only one rounder, so you can only grade that on a curve. You know what I mean? You have to put an asterisk next to it if you're comparing to guys who had to come back and do 3 rounds immediately. It's so different. Also, Hollow returned in his hometown.
Hello, you there?
I think got a phone call, so
No, we
nah,
definitely can't. We definitely can't hear you. We live in the building with
nah,
Rosenberg Raw, man.
to piggyback off what he's saying, I think that is crazy because the car was named Nostalgia. But to back off what he said is that what Hollow Man was in his own backyard. So to see him battle and to see him do the whole tat arm thing, it was everybody was like, "Oh, we watching this shit from back in the day, and we watching it now." So niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely one of the ones.
But so I think for me, like, one of the things they talk about with returns is the rust. And you're talking about somebody in Hollow Man who they're saying he only has one battle. It's been 20 years since he battles, and he comes back and he sounds updated. He doesn't sound like there's any ring rust. It does.
Y'all got me?
Yep, you good to go
Yeah, we
now.
hear you.
Pardon me, fellas. So for Hollow, he got a 1 rounder, which I think on return battles is appropriate. It should be that. And also he got to do it in front of his hometown where a lot of his comfort zone and supporters would be. Now that's not to short him. He was set up to succeed and he did well. And it was such a it brought the kid out of me because I was 13 when he rapped that Proceed with Caution shit. So to see him have the presence, the smoothness, the slick talk that he brought to the game damn near 20 years ago, it was beautiful. And yes, it was a great comeback, but I think you got to be careful about comparing it to other people's comebacks because you could be doing a disservice when you break it down. I'd grade him on a 3-round basis when I see him do it for 3 rounds, but that 1 round was marvelous. Yes, it was. Getting off the couch, he couldn't have done any better with those circumstances.
Can't debate that, argue with that. Feel like that's right.
Yeah, and it feels like I'm being negative when I say it wasn't the best comeback ever. Well, now how about this? If he did what he did in that 1 rounder, if he did it for 3 rounds, it would have been yes. If that's what he would have had for 3, yeah, it would have been.
I like that. I like that answer, man. We live in the building with Mr. You know what I'm saying? Take this walk with me. Now, you gotta let me know. Is that a mission statement? Is that a battle rap slogan? Because it's literally one of the best, whatever it is, it's in my top 3 of all time. I love to take this walk with me.
You said, is it a what?
Like, what
slogan?
Is that your slogan? Is that like your mission statement? Like, what is that?
It's just one of the many things that I brought to battle rap. Like, see what they do for views was one of them. So you'll see people tag me and shit that has nothing to do with me. Like, it could just be somebody else is posting, and they'll tag me, see what they do for views. Take this walk with me. That was another line from my QP battle when I was a PG coming up in the proving grounds, and it just stuck. So I remember I kept using it. And when I came back out of retirement to start battling again from 2017 back, I think it was 2019, I stopped in 17. It was just one of the lines, one of the few things I had to cling to before I updated my resume. It was see what they do for views, and take this walk with me. That's what I could. Those are the bright sides to the first part of my career, because I had a lot of dark sides to that. So that was just something that I carried over from the first part of my career, and right now I'm taking off. So it's kind of like it just took off with me. You know what I mean?
No, that's fire. Again, where can we get the merch? I hate to, what I'm saying, just ask personal question, but I need to know where I can get me a hoodie. I definitely need that for the fall.
So you can right now. You can just. I got some. The people that have been hitting me up on like Instagram and social media, I'll shoot them over my logos. My website will be up for the next 7 to 8 days. Where I'm gonna have all my logos up there to see what they do for views, shit. To take this walk with me. We got take this crawl with me, baby clothes too. So a whole bunch of cool shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope. A fan gave me that idea. So that'll be up in about a week or so. And it'll be FrozenbergTV.com.
Bet. Shout out to Froze. You just coming off this battle with Mike Tito. We can say URL versus RBE.
Hold on. Achilles Torres. No, I will not unblock you. I blocked you. You said the reason why I blocked you. You said franchise would beat me. You should have been blocked for that. So I blocked you. No hard feelings, bro.
Coming off the Mike P, we could say this could be one of the URL versus RBE battles. Mike P taking the battle in the trenches was a risky one, because let's just say you dust him. Beasley P gonna be like, nah, you gotta sit down for another year or so. Talk about that battle for us.
Well, it was what it was. It was what you saw, a high level battle. I got to watch the battle about 3 times last night. It was that good. So I couldn't I couldn't really enjoy it in the building, even though it was happening in real time, because it was one of those fights where you're like, all right, he's going, so he goes first. Mike P's first round was retarded, like crazy. In the building, it felt that way. So in my mind, like, there's nothing fun about this. I'm behind the 8 ball. You know what I mean? Like, I got to catch up. So, it was just a really great fire battle, man. And I was proud to be a part of it. Again, we don't get those URL RBE matches like that. You know what I mean? Like a true RBE dude and then a true URL dude got to, meet on the trenches and really had that style clash, because we all do things a little different, right?
Yeah.
He did what they do over there, what he do over there at the highest level, and I did what I do over here at the highest level, and it clashed, and it just made for a mega battle, man. It was great to be a part of that, and I started looking at I thought my second round could have been one of the rounds of the year. I also felt like you could argue that this was a top 10 battle of the year, and coming off of it, I also think and I promise I'm not rallying for this, but when you look at my year in a whole, Jag, Clips, Mike P, and what I'm about to do to Chayna, I think we might start making a Cody case in the top 10 or something like that, man. We actually have a really good year when you look at it. So it was good, man. It was good to continue a good year. I'm having a good year. So with the blogging shit, to get in a battle with somebody like that who's desperate. And it's not a bad thing to be desperate. Mike had a situation where it fell through, and he felt like he needed to leave that situation maybe before he wanted to, because it was best for him. So now, when I remember in the face-off, I said, all pressure on Mike. He said, there is no pressure. Well, that's what you're supposed to say. You know what I mean? We got the camera on and we talking shit, but I can smell the pressure you're going through. I can feel it. I'm talking to you. I'm like, listen, I know you're under pressure. you're under pressure, because if I was in your shoes, I'd feel like I'm under pressure.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
as much as he said he wasn't, he was, because it's a natural feeling as a human being who has a lot on the line and a lot to lose, which he had, right? So for him to battle that guy and to see how good he did under those conditions, to give the performance I gave, I was impressed with myself, to say the least.
No,
So
I want it
you
was definitely a fire battle. I do want to shout out Eazy the Block Captain from this standpoint, because originally when it was first marketed, Mike P versus Rosenberg Raw was not the headliner. And again, not knowing the names on the card, just again going for the level of and the thrill of just watching battle rap. That was the battle I paid that $40 for. I was like, Mike P and Rosenberg Raw, like you said, URL RBE, Mike P, you bet the house on it. You can't go home to mama if you lose
and
this battle.
it's a
Everything,
fact.
hey, hey, yo, clothes is gonna be out on the front lawn in nice Home Depot boxes, sir. So you bet the
Yeah,
house on yourself in Philly.
yeah, yeah.
It was
So
a
you
And
fire
said,
and
battle.
not to cut you off, Tim. You said listening to his first, you know what I'm saying? You like, yo, he going north. But knowing your second, like, did you like understanding that you might have felt like, yo, he wilding, but knowing your second was about to like really move and shake the room, was you like really worried, or you just like, yo, he wilding his first?
no, I'm a high level battler. I can compete with anybody. There's not a battler that's breathing that I can't compete with. So if I'm on my A game, um, I'm really worried for my opponent more than me, because
Mm.
a lot of times a lot of battlers aren't on their A game. Sometimes people cut corners, right? You can win a battle off prep. Like, you can win a battle just off prep, literally. It's a good chance your opponent's not going to prep as hard as you. Like,
It's a fact.
you know what I mean? That's a really good chance. In every battle you book, there's almost a 50% clip. He might not be really taking this shit serious. So for me, if for everything that's important and that matters, I don't play around with it. So again, Mike, even though his first was crazy, like at that point, I'm like, all right, that was good, but he better have a second. Then he has a second round, and it's cool, and I'm like, all right, he better have another one, because I got it. I got three. So I'm good enough to win one of two rounds, and if he gives a round away, it's an automatic 2-1. So all you got to do is have battle rappers don't know how much they up their chances to win a battle if they really just have three. Just have three. Rehearse and have your three. We all pros. We all pros. You know what I mean? So,
So I was talking Deadass and Showtime and I were talking earlier in the day about this battle. I think for me it comes down to the third. I'll be quite honest. I think Mike P gets the first. I think Rosenberg floated in the second. The third round, I think this is the to me this is the definition of a preference battle. If you like quick punches, you know what I'm saying, jabs, you like Mike P. If you like content and context of what someone's saying, you going with Rosenberg. For me, I edged you this battle 2-1, second and third, just based off that. I felt like your content and your context, the consistency and that you rap with and your level of writing and what you say is tailor made for your opponent. And that's what's being lost in the art of battle rap. When people say Rosenberg, we don't know exactly what Rosenberg does well. I would say his content is specifically for his opponent. His
well,
delivery is
I,
specifically
I,
for his opponent.
not to cut you off, but I actually love that question, because I've never really got a chance to answer it. I kind of correlate the what does he does well with Rosenberg. I hear a lot of people say he's got that simplistic style, but it's fire. Like, it's like you got an undertone next to the compliment, right? And I think that's because people miss what makes me great, and I say that humbly. Um, what makes me special, in my own opinion, is when you watch a battle. If you're a casual or less than a casual, like for a first time watcher, it would be hard for a first time watcher to watch somebody like Rum Nitty, who's one of the greatest battlers we have or who's ever seen, we've ever seen, right? But how complicated his style is and how he references so many other, like, you got to be a battle rap fan to know some of his bars that he's referencing. So if you didn't watch Jazz versus Miss Hustle in 2012, you might not catch a bar. Nitty said that's fire. For me, you can cut on a Rosenberg battle, never ever see a battle in your life and understand exactly what I'm saying. So it's the digestibility of my bars. It's relatable. And then my strongest key is delivery. What do I do well? I deliver my material very crispy. That's why when people say, well, damn, Ross said this, if somebody else was like, yeah, but if such as I truly believe it's not about what's being said, it's about who's saying it. Right. And that's really important because I can't say something Nitty says and it'd be hot. And he can't say something I say and it would be hot. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a
So
fact.
this is an artistry. We are artists. I only when I battle, Tim, I don't go in there and say, I'm gonna try to do this. I only know how to do this one way. Right? So I couldn't go in there and sound like JC if I tried. I couldn't go in there and sound like Twerk if I tried. So, a lot of battlers we have in the game, they are copycat battlers. They copy a format, and that doesn't mean they don't bring their own artistry to it. But a lot of it is a copycat league. The guys who can go in there and be original and be themselves, those are the dopest artists we have because it's literally an art. It's not a carbon copy version. Right. So what I do special is deliver my content very well. And delivery is the old rusty tool in the shed house when it comes to battle rap. And that will always beat the new flashy tool that you got from, the fucking hardware store. It always went. Always.
So like I was telling Tim and Show earlier, I was like I fuck with Mike P third. I said, but the way Rosenberg came out swinging in his third, it was back to back. Like he ain't let off the gas until he ended his round. Now your round might seem short, but I'm like, the way he wrapped his third, he was just going like it was on fire, start to finish. You know what I'm saying? So I actually gave you a third off of that. I'm like Mike P, like you know what I'm saying. He rapped longer than you, so he has up and down moments. But I'm like, from what Rosenberg gave you in his third, even though it was short, it was like, bro, it was all fire.
Yeah, appreciate it. You know what I mean? Again, it's a preference battle, and most battles are like that because you got to understand. This is what I mean by it's not about what's being said, it's who's saying it, right? You listening, Temp?
Yes, I am, sir.
You notice how his first round was crazy?
For sure.
The degree of difficulty in that round was high, right? That's a great point, Quinn Soleil, if that's how you say your name. I was one of the first people to get award to curse. I don't get a lot of credit for things that I've done. That is one thing that is a fact, though. But if you notice, he has a crazy first round. I'm like, yo, Mike P's first round was insane, which it was. Very high degree of difficulty with some of the schemes he delivered and landed. They were good. I start my round off and I say, I don't give a fuck about a Mike P, a Ike P, a Spike Lee, a Lemonade, a Ice Tea. The difference in what we're delivering here is night and day. It's always going to be a preference. This nigga just rhymed astronomy with biology and apostrophe, and I just rhymed Ice Tea with Spike Lee. But they both landed.
Yeah.
But they both landed. But we're both talking two different languages. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the beauty of battle rap, man. And I thought me and Mike displayed the range and what battlers bring to a battle. Because we were talking two different languages up there, but you seen two dudes dancing.
No, absolutely, man. It was a fire battle. Definitely lived up to the hype. Definitely, I feel like one of the battle of the year contenders for me. I've actually, like you said, I watched that battle 3 times already. So definitely has a lot of playback value. But salute to Eazy the Block Captain. Salute to Trenches. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Philly, man. I did have Philly winning this. I did have it 2-2. So I felt like you did bring it home for the home team. So again, salute to the card, man. It was a damn good card, a damn good card. Um, One of the things coming into the trenches and coming out of the trenches, I mean, kind of got introduced even a little bit at a maxed out Philly versus St. Louis. And even though you weren't battling, your name was in some bars, and your name was mentioned in face-offs. And there's a certain guy from my city who said your name. And how do you feel about Philly versus St. Louis if that card would have ever happened? And who might you be interested in battling it?
Well, what guy said my name? Let's start there.
Hitman Holla said your name, sir. Hitman Holla
So
said your name.
I'll be honest with you. If you aren't talking about Hitman or Verb, respectfully, it doesn't make sense for me to get on the card. Because it's an automatic W for us. Because past Hitman and past A Verb, I don't think St. Louis has a guy that really could do anything with me. So if it was Hitman, it'd be what it'd be. That'd be up to him though. St. Louis versus Philly, I'd love to be a part of something like that, but it'd have to be Verb or Hitman. I battle Young Ill and I battle B Magic.
In 6 days, he battled Young Ill. For those of y'all who were worried or concerned or forgot that I know people are saying, well, what about him taking so many battles back to back? He's done this before. He's taken this walk before.
Yeah, I battled Young Ill 6 days either before or after Snake Eyes. I don't remember. It was one or the other though. It was either before or after, but it was 2 battles in 6 days. But it was only a 1-rounder. This is my first time. This is my first time doing 3-rounders in a week.
And it's also your first time battling a female.
Yeah.
This your first time, and obviously you're debuting on Chrome 23. Shout out Remy Ma. I do what I want. Make sure you get the pay-per-view if you can be in the building. Of course, get the tickets to be in the building. I gotta ask you because there was some discussion about that today in the spaces. The mentality when it comes to preparing for a male battler versus a female battler, going into your matchup with Chayna Ashley. Have you felt any different about your preparation towards the battle?
It's been easier.
You got to break that down. You
From
can't
what
just say that.
standpoint?
You got
From what
you got
standpoint?
Sure. Few reasons. I'm in a relationship, right? So arguing when you've been in a long-term relationship, that's second nature. You know what I mean? You actually have to know how to argue with a female to be in a relationship. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes don't know how to argue with chicks. You know what I mean? That's where DV comes from and all types of shit in bad relationships. So for me, that was one thing. You know what I mean? For two, it's really it's a day at the park for me. It's more fun. For me, it's less pressure. For Chayna, she asked for this battle. This was something she wanted to do. I'd have never woke up any day in my life and said, I want to battle Chayna. You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, it's like, okay, female want to battle me. And, I get to talk a certain way that, it's kind of cool. It's a battle. You know what I mean? I might not have talked to a female in this manner unless it was something like that. So,
Okay.
It's a battle, man. It's a battle, and we there to talk shit. You know what I mean? And for me, what she does versus females, I do versus men.
No,
right? She bullies females.
Most definitely.
Her presence bullies females. So what she tries to do, it's effortless for me. I've bullied men in the ring. Greats. Why wouldn't I be able to do it to her? We got a similar approach. We can be, we're swimming in the same pool. Shayna's fire, and she's not your average female. I'll give her that. But at the same time, you know, you know.
Rosenberg 3-0 at the same time. Rosenberg 3-0.
She's dope. We're in a female league in front of mostly females, so she'll have some good moments because she's good. But you know, at the end of the day, there's for me, there's a point to be made. You know what I mean? For me, there's a point to be made. So, you know, I think it's there for me to make. So, that's what my plan to go make that point and, set an example. I don't plan on battling females moving forward or have any interest in doing it. So I'm gonna show why I don't have no interest in doing it.
So it just sound like you going dust the floor with her. What you saying?
Nah, I mean you wasn't listening. Then I said she was gonna get some love. We battling in front of
I mean, no,
females.
no,
It's
no, no, no,
called
no, 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 no.
22.
But you said going forward, I'm gonna show you why I'm not going battle
Well,
with females.
absolutely. I'm gonna make an example of why it's not something I'm really interested in. I don't see the point in it.
I like that. And we also know, you're gonna have some extra support on your side going into this battle. They happen to be in the chat right now. A lot of Verb fans are going to be rooting for you. And Verb, Captain Marketable is what they call him. His motivation, his inspirational words for you going into this battle. Do you plan on using any of the ideas that he has presented?
Well, I fuck with Verb. I fuck with Verb. Verb, my guy. We speak 2-3 times a week. Verb. Me and Verb. This is how Verb is. Verb always got ideas. You know what I mean? Always, very creative, and he'll have an idea and he'll call you. Hey, Froze, man, you doing such and such. You need to start doing this, man. That shit you doing stupid. And you be like, damn, Verb. I mean, I don't think it's stupid. Nah, hell nah. Listen, when you listen to when you listen to my idea, then you'll see why it's stupid. And Verb would be the type. I'd be like, all right, Verb. All right, Verb. You know what? I'm ready. Verb, eat this food, get to sleep. I call you in the morning around 9:00. Verb will call you at 8:57. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'll fuck with Verb, man. He's like he's like a big brother in battle rap. If you know how to respect the forefathers and the ones that came before you, I'm a vet, and but I'm humble enough to know that there's some dudes that still came before me that might know a trick or two I don't. You know what I mean? So I'm always open to listening to that. I love the fact that Verb fans want me to see me beat Shannon. That's marvelous. That's marvelous. And I definitely appreciate her picking Battle Week to try to go at Eazy's fan base. I don't think it's very smart of her, but that's what she's doing. She's choosing to do that. Seems like maybe they got a battle set up. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe they just really don't like each other. But yeah, man, shout out to all the Eazy fans. I picked Eazy versus A Ward if you didn't know. You know what I mean? So But yeah, man, shout out to Verb. That's my guy.
No, definitely shout out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mount Rushmore, St. Louis, GOAT, A Verb. Now, I do what I want card, Remy Ma, 4 battles. And I saw your blog. You know what I'm saying? Your battle rap out. Your battle rap out at this point. It's been a very long 6 weeks.
ARP lucky I fuck with him. Yeah, he's part of the reason, man. 11 damn battles. I was highly upset when the Max Out card dropped, and then they dropped the 4 or 5 other undercard battles. Did not like it one bit. I thought it slightly hurt the card going into it because when you seen Calico, Goods, Holla, Will, Averb, Clip, Show Off, Ice, QB, RX. Oh, that's plenty. Big K, Young Ill. Oh, that's enough. And then it was like, okay, this is going to be a pretty solid card, and it's going to 7 battles, probably take 6 hours, but not too bad. And then they just add these other ones. Now, what was beautiful was every last one of them was fire.
That's a fact.
Every last one of them was fire, and I was wrong about it. Well, I wasn't wrong in the sense I never thought the battles were going to be bad. I just think they weren't needed. But it made the night great. They set the stage for the main card, and it ended up being a beautiful night. But yeah, it took some fucking air out of me. I can't lie. You know what I mean? It did. I was more tired after that event doing the pay-per-view than I ever did battling. So, it was a lot of work.
No, absolutely. But you got I Do What I Want card. You got 4 battles on this card. Let's go through the card real quick before we get to obviously the main event. Rosenberg, Chayna. I got Rosenberg 2-1 respectfully. I think it's gonna be clear though. I just think that he's doing too much, and like he said, I think he's a man on a mission. This is the year of the froze, man. It's the year of the froze. So I'm really expecting him to have a great debut. A Ward and Clips. I gotta be honest with you, man. If you're not picking A Ward in this battle, I don't know. Like, no recency bias, but how can you pick Clips at this point? How can you pick Clips? This is a first of all, this is a rematch. Shout out what is it? Rap Academy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Rap Academy. They had this as a 1-rounder. I can't go with what I've seen from Charlie Clips recently going against what I'm seeing from A Ward. A Ward got his swagger back.
Not mad at that. Not mad
I still
at
don't
that.
bet against Clips.
Well, Clips is going to be Clips. So, whether that goes one way or the other, he could have a night or he could have a night. That's Clips. You know what I mean? So,
I'm excited for First Lady Flames versus C3. Shout out to C3 winning the tournament, 25K richer. But if y'all don't know who First Lady Flames is by now, hey yo, y'all about to get a rude awakening. She fired. Pin game crazy. Pin
super
game
dope.
Very heavy. What do you think about that battle?
It's a good battle. They both anglers. They both good pens. C3 been around a long time. She's got a lot of experience. First Lady Flames is really talented. It should be a good back and forth. I think it's an even match. I think Flames got the slight edge. I think she's a little bit more dope than C3. But again, C3 is a vet, and she's been around for a very long time, and she knows how to battle. She knows how to battle.
That's who you got in this battle?
Flames.
2-1 Flames.
Yeah, I got Flames. 2-1 easy money. And then obviously you got arguably the battle of the year on paper. The heavyweight fight of the year. Eazy, the block captain, versus Geechi Gotti. How do you feel about that battle? I know I don't know if you actually did. I watched your blog, but I'm not sure. You took Eazy with the slightest. I think you want to say an eyelash. You took him in this battle. Obviously you're someone who has a great relationship with Eazy. In your opinion, has his preparation changed at all that he is battling Geechi Gotti, or is it just another day at the ballpark for him?
That's hard to say. I don't prep with Eazy. We don't spar. We don't call each other and give each other's rounds. That's not something we do. That's not like a dynamic of our relationship. So I couldn't really tell you how he goes into prepping. I will say battling Disaster very close by has probably affected some of his promo, and maybe one battle has took a back seat, and I don't think it would be the Geechi one. But all in all, it's a tough battle, man. And when you get to this level, these two level of battlers, it really doesn't. They're pretty much aligned when it comes to talent and skill. But that one little thing is what makes the difference when two high level guys get in the ring like that. It's just something small that could be the difference maker in a battle like that.
Who you got?
Well, I got Eazy 2-1, but I wouldn't be shocked if Geechi won the battle. He's 3-time champion of the year. He's more than capable of doing.
Let me rephrase that, bro. Let me rephrase that. Watch it. Did you watch Geechi's last performance?
Yeah, but I also said in my blog, I don't know if you watched it. I said I thought that Disaster performance for Eazy wasn't great. So You know, both of them, I felt their last battle has took a back seat to this matchup, and I'm not expecting any slights or slacking from either one of them in this particular matchup. And I think that you can attest to this matchup to maybe why their last matchups didn't go up to par with what they're usually producing.
No, absolutely. I think Eazy the block captain is in a very obviously he's in the driver's seat of a battle rap right now. Arguably, you know what I'm saying, the number one battler in the world. Not my winner for champion of the year right now, but arguably the number one battler in the world right now.
He's in my top 3 for champion of the year.
He's definitely in my top 3, but I got Big K in the driver's seat for that.
Well, I'd go Big K right now as it stands today. I'd go Big K, Eazy, Rum Nitty, and then I think Twerk and Chatrez would round out the back of my 5.
No, I think we got the same 5. I actually do think we got the same 5, and I think it's a couple other names.
And I actually think you can make a case for Nitty at number 1. I think you can make a small case for Nitty too. So, but all 3 of them brothers are having mega years.
No, for sure. I think again, going with my theory of content and context, though, I think the Ace battle with Rum Nitty, that's a battle that actually airs the Ace first and third, respectfully.
Yeah, we strongly disagree on that.
Hey, that's why it's battle rap. It's subjective. I'm perfectly fine with it, but
yeah, I get it. I thought Ace had a good performance. It was one of his better performances, but yeah, I can't find a way to give him that battle. I can't find a way to draw it up that way.
Okay, again, like I said, I think his first round content explosiveness was there. I think
for Ace.
Yeah, for Ace, for sure.
I think that his performance versus Rum Nitty was fire. I think he drank 87 sips of water in that first round, and it was very hard for me to give him the first round. I thought, yeah, I thought that wasn't. I think his first was his worst of the battle.
No, he was stumbling in the second though.
That's
I think it was more on the first though.
Are you counting the water sips as stumbling?
Do you count water? I mean, you tell me. You
It's an excessive amount of sips. You know.
He said he came to the battle dehydrated.
Yeah, he said Ace needed an IV in that first fucking round. But
Yo,
you know, but I tell you what, it was a great Ace performance and take nothing away from him at all. You know, it was a really good battle. It was the best battle of the card that night to me.
No, that battle was definitely fire. But we gonna get back to this Eazy version.
Over Av and Tay Rock. Hold on, wait. Over Av and Tay Rock.
Sure. I thought Ace and Rum both did better than Rock.
He gonna make me watch that battle back.
And I thought Av beat Rock.
I got Av beating Rock.
I got Av beating Rock.
I think again, if you're a heavy Rock fan, I get it. But if you watching that battle objectively, I don't really think you can't say that Av didn't take that one. But I will say this: we got a couple more questions before we get you up out of here, man. And I want you to actually talk about your blogs, man. You're new to the battle rap media side of things. Your YouTube channel is doing great, man. When we interviewed ARP, he said it's about time. What was the hesitation when it came to you actually starting your YouTube? And are you surprised by all the success you have garnished already?
Yeah, super surprised. Not because I don't have faith in my skill set, but just from a standpoint of, I think as a battler, the hardest thing to do is to take that costume off. A lot of battlers, you know, they walk around and they act like the guy you see on stage is them, but it's really a reflection of them, right? There's more not true about it than is true. And I think that for me, it was being able to separate that and knowing that me talking more was going to expose more of who I am personally than who I am as the guy on stage. But that's the biggest step to take when you jump in the blogging and stuff like that, especially as a battler, right? I'm going to talk more. I'm not, you know, that Froze and Rosenberg are two different people. You know what I mean? Froze is the guy my friends know. You know what I mean? The guy that my girls with, or the guy that my, you know, my siblings know. Rosenberg is the guy I'm on stage. A lot of guys don't like separating that, and they feel like they got to stay in character. For me, that's what took me so long, getting comfortable with being able to get out of character and be more who I am personally.
So I guess what is your overall goal with your channel? What are you hoping to do? Because like you said, you have the podcast with Eazy the Block Captain. And you know what I'm saying, you're seeing how well he's doing individually with his YouTube channel. What you know what I'm saying, what are some goals and aspirations for your own?
Just take just keep taking it to new heights. I'm not content, and I'm, you know, I'm not satisfied. I see, you know, bigger things than what it is now. My YouTube channel is also going to become a content channel. I called it Rosenberg TV for a reason, because there's going to be multiple shows on that YouTube channel. Me and my brother are ready to launch a battle rap morning show. That's going to be on Rosenberg TV. I got flowers from Froze. That's one of my segments on there. I also got the blogs that I do for battle rap. You know, Take This Walk With Me podcast be on my channel moving forward. So I've already right now in works of having 4 to 5 different shows on that one channel, all surrounded by, you know, my creative thoughts. So, you know, and then content, you know what I mean? Like, which we're gonna be doing, you know, content videos. Like, my little brother's a college soccer player, so me and all my out of shape, fat ass, smoked out, weed lung friends, we're gonna go play against his. We're gonna go play against his soccer team, and do a content video about it. So that's stuff that people aren't seeing. It's not just gonna be a battle rap channel. So you know, I see myself taking it to, you know, taking it to new heights. You know, that's my goal.
No, that's super fire, man. Shout out to your brother too, because I got an opportunity to meet him at Maxed Out at 3 as well. So I definitely want to show love and support his way. And I think
So,
a lot of people are asking when is the next podcast between you and Eazy gonna drop?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's probably a better question to ask Easy. You know, he wanted to focus for this Geechi battle, I believe. But you know, far as scheduling and stuff like that, I'm really not sure when that's gonna uh, take place again. We'll see. You know, we haven't really talked about it. It's been busy. I mean, I had the Max Out pay-per-view. Um, I had Mike P. He had Disaster. He's got Geechi. Just a lot of stuff where, you know, scheduling hasn't really been in our favor. So, you know, for me, you know, I'm not really sure. I don't really have an answer for that question.
All right, and then last question about your blog and what you're doing with Rosenberg TV. Will you be, you know, you are definitely a sports enthusiast. Will you be dabbling in some sports topics, sir?
Absolutely, 100%. I was just asking my fans on the last blog. Hold on, my phone about to die. Let's see if I can get it right. I was just, you know, asking my, you know, my chat the other day if they wanted to see me do a football show at the end of every week. So, you know, we talked about it. That might be something I want to do. I think we're going to save most of that for my morning show with my brother, because, you know, sports can drive a lot of topics, kill a lot of time, and you know what I mean. So, I'd like to start talking sports. I definitely want to start talking sports on the channel. I just don't. I'm just trying to put it all together, man. I got so many ideas, and it's easy to lose them in the cloud. You know what I mean? So, you know, we'll see.
All right, man. Well, Frozenberg, it has been an honor and a pleasure to have you on the channel, my brother. Good luck not only with the blogs, good luck with the battle. Chayna Ashley, I do what I want, Chrome 23. Good luck with the rest of, you know what I'm saying, 2023, and definitely looking forward to seeing what you got next, man. Come take this walk with me.
Appreciate you, Tim.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we just had the great Rosenberg Raw on here, arguably one of the kings of RBE. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, it's another movie, man. We do the good content and then we move on. But we about to step on some work. Please believe me, we about to step on this work.
Oh,
Cause
we
we
gotta step on work, cause yo, I heard that ARP about to drop that A Wolf versus A Verb, man. I know that you take up for Verb, but bro, them 3 rounds for him was immaculate, my nigga. You downplaying
again,
it like it was. I
A
understand he
Verb
do the
been
work. I
rapping like
understand.
that.
I
A Verb
understand he
been
do the
rapping like
work.
that. The fact that y'all
I'm not.
finally got into
I'm
a
not
setting where
taking
y'all
that
was
away from
ready
him.
to
Tim.
listen
Tim.
does
Tim.
not
Listen to me. Listen to me, Tim. Listen to me.
you wildin', son.
But that was immaculate. That was crazy. Them 3 rounds was retarded. I'm sorry.
I got
But
you.
we just have Frozy. We still definitely got product to step on. It's a movie.
No, it definitely is, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat. All my day ones, brand news, and everybody in between, man. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know exactly what I do. This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And you know the motto. We ain't just getting started.
Here you were.
Salute. See y'all in the morning.